FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Well, I thought I'd start by looking at the word commons in the title. Commons refers to commonly owned space. And starting in the Magna Carta, it was where everybody could graze their sheep, their cows. Woodlands were held in common. And the history of this country and many other countries in the ensuing centuries has been the gradual encroachment on the commons by private ownership. So when you look at the net, are you looking at a commons? I, speaking as someone who co-edits a political website, we get about 3 million unique visitors a month. And it's not public because we can be taken off the air in a nanosecond by a corporate decision, by an edict of government, by someone suing us and shutting us down with a restraining order. Our purchase on the net, and we're a left-wing site, and they can program their computers and have you off, like my co-editor is on Comcast.net. Comcast.net the other day threw a guy off their network for their computer had picked up, I don't know, the word bomb 5 times or some such thing. Gone. No recourse. You can then spend, now people are gradually thinking, can we sue the provider? Can we get back on? We're perfectly well aware that if it came to it in the Bush administration and probably the ensuing Clinton administration or maybe the Obama administration can produce new anti-terrorism laws where literally they will pick you up and have you off in a second. What do you do then? Do we have a list of all our subscribers, the people who look at us, or what? So it's not a commons at all. It's private space. It's private commercial space. There were the beginnings of a debate about this. I can't speak for this country, I don't know. But in the States saying, is there some way that people could be secure in their tenure? So the comparison you'd make, I think, as far as commons are concerned in America is the shopping mall. About 20 years ago, as the mallification of America began, you had big enclosed spaces of, big shopping malls. You go in, typically there's a huge forecourt where you park your car. Then you walk in, now there's a big inner court. So people initially say, well, can we leaflet here? Can we, save the whales or save the planet or do this or do that with our leaflets? And it was pointed out that the mall, which is the new gathering place, the old downtown public squares are, mostly slum areas. They're gradually being recovered these days. No one goes there. Is there any freedom for real public debate? Public is public. It's not like, okay, you can stand here for 10 minutes until I hear something I don't like, or until I hear something. The cops these days frequently, if you go and stand on a road in the United States with a sign saying George Bush sucks when he's going to come down the road in half an hour, you will be immediately picked up by the cops and taken to what is a designated public protest area, usually 3 miles from the march, surrounded with barbed wire, preferably away from the cameras. That's our new public space. And they do it all the time, often to people in wheelchairs, like that. So it's not public. And that debate has to, I think many pretend, a lot of the stuff about the web is hype, incredible amounts of hype. I mean, it is, we can go on forever about the useful things it does. But the core thing, if you're talking about politics, about power, is that it's resolutely private. Now, look at the experience in politics. There's less and less public space in America. For example, right now they're parading all the candidates from left to right. If you are, let's say, a nanometer or millimeter away from the center, like, let's say, the Republican Libertarian on the Republican side, Ron Paul, or on the left, Mike Gravel, the former senator from Alaska, both of them excellent positions on the war, are they even allowed into the television debates? Not really, when you go to the big commercial networks, because they're excluded. Now, what is their presence on the web? Well, fine, they all have their websites, and it's useful for fundraising. They can raise money. Marginal candidates can raise more money than they used to be able to, that's for sure. What about a zone of public debate? Well, of course, on the Democratic side, you've got things like Daily Kos. Daily Kos is really an electronic extension of the Democratic Party National Committee. It's not a debating zone. If you wrote a note into Daily Kos tomorrow, going in detail through Hillary Clinton's positions or whatever, you might get it on, you might be choked off. Most blogs, the chairman of Google said not so long ago that the average readership of blog every 3 days was 1.3 people. That's the guy in his girlfriend or the woman and her boyfriend or the guy and his mother or his dog or something, but it's only two. Yeah, I mean, I look at blogs all the time and you'll see comments 0. It's nice for the people writing, it's nice for the people for the blog site, but as a social presence politically, it's near 0. Is the web actually encouraging democratic participation and activity? Democracy is about a choice made over power. In America, I speak for America here, actual power is further and further away from popular participation. A third-party candidacy in 2004 by Ralph Nader means getting on a ballot. It doesn't mean getting on the web. It means getting on a physical ballot and being to be in a state where people can vote for you. It's almost impossible to get onto a ballot. You can be a zillionaire, as Ross Perot was in the 1992, and he actually influenced the election. I think it'd be far harder now. So actual power is being progressively restricted. We have a bizarre situation in America right now where 75% of people are totally opposed to the Iraq war. There's virtually no anti-war movement. That's pretty much dead. Yet the two parties in the Congress, the Republicans and the Democrats, regularly vote by a factor of 95% more money for the war to go on. The earliest any major Democratic candidate now sees America leaving Iraq is the end of 2013. That's the earliest. So has the web actually it's produced a lot of info. You can go up and look at the Iraq study group and all that stuff. But has the conveyance of a use of private space into the actual creation of democratic opportunity gone anywhere? I think actually it's got worse in the last 4 years. And with that rather gloomy thought, I have to stop. Thank you.
Thanks very much.